In 1872, America drew a line around 2.2 million acres and called it the first national park in the world. Over 150 years later, and I'm riding into it alone. 3 days, one motorcycle, everything I need strapped to the back of my Chieftain Dark Horse, Chief Slapaho, camping on the rim of an active supervolcano. No chase truck, no backup, just me, the bike, and one of the wildest places in the lower 48. This is Yellowstone. The temperature's dropping, we're climbing in elevation. We're almost past Jackson Lake. We're headed for Yellowstone. It's beautiful cruising up here through the pines. It's like having an air freshener for your motorcycle. It smells like pure pine tree up here. I've taken a few hits, got a massacre on the windshield. I killed a bird accidentally yesterday with my shoe. He flew right in front of me and whacked him with my foot, took him out in the road. Chief Slapaho's taken a few hits on the trip, plus the drop in the sand in Utah, but other than that, she is still moving just fine. Grand Teton to me, although there are places to pull off and picnic areas, campgrounds, and a lot of boating. I guess if you're into boating on the lake up here, that's what you would come here for. But Teton to me, if you're coming this way just to get to Yellowstone, it's basically a $30 or $35 if you're in a car toll road just to get through here, and then you're going to pay that fee or more again when you get to Yellowstone. The park pass is worth it. I've got the annual pass and it has already paid for itself within 2 days of hitting all these national parks. So it's worth it for that, but Teton just kind of seems like a moneymaker for the park service if you're just using it as a road to get straight through to Yellowstone. We made it to the main attraction. After 60 hours on the road, we have made it to Yellowstone National Park. Well, the nice young ranger lady who checked me in at the entrance said our campground for the evening is straight ahead for about 40 minutes. So we are not going to get there till probably close to 6:30, get checked in, find our camping site, and then get camp set up for the evening. Got a lot to do before sundown. Oh, I think we're in for a treat here. Looks like a scenic pull-off. Wow. What a hole. I was wrong earlier about the time. It was 65 hours to get to Yellowstone. What's our elevation here? We are currently sitting at 7,700 feet. We're here. Took way longer than it needed to check in, but we are here at our campsite in Grants Village Campground, Yellowstone National Park. Let's get the tent set up, get some food going. So we've got wild mushroom fettuccine alfredo, lasagna, and dark chocolate cheesecake, which has some cookie crumbles that go on top of it to make it more decadent. Got some lights up over my tent so I can see. We've had dinner. We're going to bed. We gotta get up early in the morning and see the park. It was one of the longest days I've ever had of riding. Got in here late, got camp set up, got a shower, made dinner, going to bed. The plan for tomorrow is get up early, break camp, and then tour around through the park. No agenda, no time constraint, but I do want to be to the Canyon campground tomorrow night a whole lot sooner than I was here tonight. That way I got more time to do stuff in the daylight and film setting up camp and showing you guys, cooking stuff. Dinner tonight was wild mushroom fettuccine alfredo. That was very good. What else? Lasagna and dark chocolate cheesecake. A couple different companies. I'll link the stuff down below that I had, but it was all very good. Some of the stuff I brought with me has not been good. The ones I had tonight were all good. So, we are going to get up in the morning, break camp, get out of here, and do the grand loop. Go up to Mammoth Hot Springs, see some waterfalls, see some geysers. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Grants Village Campground, very spread out. It's a little annoying to get to things. You definitely don't want to walk, you want to drive from point to point within the campground, like going up to the showers, the laundry. They have a restaurant, a grill, and a general store, but you don't want to be walking it. You need either an electric bike, pedal bike would be fine, but it's going to take you a few minutes, and you don't want to walk. Car, motorcycle, better. Very nice, just very spread out. Good morning from Yellowstone, everybody. We're all packed up. We're down here at Grant Village. We're not going to see this part of the loop, but we are going to go up here to the Upper Geyser Basin, to Firehole Canyon Drive and Firehole Falls, and then we're going to go up to Mammoth Hot Springs, and then probably up here to the north entrance, just because it's a very twisty, windy road. It's where they rebuilt the road when it flooded out a couple years ago. They're still working on reconstructing the road, so what they did is they took the old stagecoach road, which has got a lot more twist to it, paved over that. After Mammoth Hot Springs, we'll come around to the tower area and down to the Canyon Village, and that's where we're going to stay tonight. Tomorrow we're going to go up and out of the canyon, out the Lamar Valley. This is where all the bison are. There's a herd up there of over 1,000. And then out the northeast gate up to the Beartooth Highway on 212. So today is just get around here and explore. So the only part we're going to miss is right around Yellowstone Lake and right here in the central area. But we're going to see most of the rest of this. The riding here is so spectacular, guys. Getting up early in the morning to just ride with no traffic on the road through Yellowstone. I don't think life gets any better than this. We are crossing the Continental Divide in Yellowstone now. 8,391 feet. What does the bike say? Almost 8,400. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Cool. I'm sure the sign's accurate. I was just thinking my bike might not be. Guys, we're at the Kepler Cascades and they have a water slide. I didn't know they had that here. That's awesome. Okay, I know this is twisted, but this sign, can you imagine some little poodle getting launched about 5,000 feet in the air? What a difference a few miles makes. Now we're into the geothermal area of Yellowstone, and the landscape is very different. Old Faithful sitting there in front of us. I'm gonna wait for that to go off. Shouldn't be too long now.
guys going?
Like a bidet fit for a bison. Hey everyone, Future Editing MOTOBLADE here. If you guys have enjoyed this video so far, it would mean a lot to me if you would click that subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of next year, and so if you would do that, it would mean a lot to me. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, thanks, bye. Alright, we are now on Firehole Canyon Road. I might have called it Foxhole earlier, but this is Firehole Canyon Road. It's going to drop us down along the Firehole River to the waterfall and back up again. Very scenic one-way drive through the park. Grand Prismatic Spring was very pretty. Instead of going to the main parking area, which was just overloaded with people, I mean, the backup getting into that parking lot looked incredible. I went to a trailhead further down the road and then hiked up to an overlook for Grand Prismatic. Oh my, look at this. Wow. That's beautiful. This is just a little footnote on the map. It's one way only. Not many people come down here from what I was told. This might be one of the prettiest spots in the whole park. It's very hidden, out of the way. We are just north of, let's see, where are we north of? The intersection of Geyser Basin and the road that would take you over to the canyon. And we're headed north to Mammoth. And after Mammoth, we will turn east and head back down southeast to the canyon again. Hot springs aren't exactly my thing. I'm not too enamored with them. I mean, it's cool. I'm gonna stop off real quick at Mammoth and see it, but it's not what I'm here for. I'm really excited to get to Canyon tonight, where we're gonna be staying, and see the canyon waterfall and that part of the river. That's what I'm most interested in. So somewhere along the way, probably when we get to Canyon, I'm gonna pick up some more water for cooking and drinking, get camp set up, and then probably go explore the canyon waterfall area after I get camp set up. That way I can get stuff done while there's more daylight today. Last night getting in late to camp was very annoying. But it was a long day, and we saw a lot, we did a lot, covered a lot of ground. I just don't like setting up camp right before sundown and having to rush, and then I'm cooking with no light to see. So this is a quick little hop off the main drag here called Upper Terrace Drive. It's going to take us around through kind of this hot springs area. The diversity of the landscape here, if you drive an hour in any direction, is completely different. You have geysers, you have springs, you have mountains, lakes, rivers, streams. There's some cool springs up there. Whew. That is not a pleasant smell. The springs are all sulfur. Whew. It's like rotten eggs or Taco Bell. It's just not good. It's pretty, it just does not smell good. Here's a good look at the springs. So that's Mammoth Hot Springs. Off to our left, we were just up riding on the upper terrace. It's a big old hot spring. It's cool. It's not the most exciting thing in the world to me, but it is cool. So this is the main Yellowstone, I guess you could say the main village. Restaurants, food, hotel, lodges. So this is where a lot of your tourists are going to be. So if you want to avoid this area entirely, I wouldn't blame you, because it is very busy. If we kept going straight there, we would go out the North Road, where they've had to do some reconstruction of the road since the flooding. Instead, we're going to turn southeast here and head back towards the canyon. And we'll be going out the northeast area through the Lamar Valley tomorrow morning, where the bison herds are, and then up the Beartooth Mountain Highway out of Wyoming and into Montana. I'm just gonna take a random guess and say it costs quite a bit of money to stay here. To say that you summered in the Yellowstone village, I'm sure that takes a lot of cash or daddy's money. Alright, headed southeast now towards Tower Fall. Let's get back into the canyon and hopefully get back into some cooler temperatures. It is hot up here, 97. There's a good look into the canyon. Got a deep ravine over here on our left. Down the east side of Yellowstone, looking dead south there. I'm a bit surprised. I know they talk about all the animals up in the Lamar Valley, but I have not seen any animals since I got into Yellowstone. I saw more bison and deer and antelope and bighorn sheep and all that kind of stuff in one day in little snippets, just riding through Grand Canyon, Zion, and Bryce ever so briefly, and I saw more wildlife. I've seen nothing since I've been in Yellowstone. Not in the campground, not out today. I know morning and evening are the best time, but even this morning I saw nothing. I'm a bit surprised. Hopefully I will see some more tomorrow going out through the Lamar Valley. We're going higher and it's getting cooler. Almost 8,000 feet, and we're dropping back down to about 97 degrees. Feels better. Feels cooler than that. You don't want to drop over the edge here. It's a little steep. There's a road that goes to the top of this mountain. I believe that's Mount Washburn. If I had time, if I had another day or two to explore the park, that would be one thing that I would want to do. Looks like they had some sort of major wildfire up there, though. Took out all those pine trees. I don't know what these bright pink flowers are all through the park. My plant identification is not great, but these bright pink and purple wildflowers are absolutely spectacular. And they're just dappled all through the park. If it looks like I'm struggling way too much to do this, it's because I am. I cannot get these stakes in the ground. It is hard as a rock under here, and they said they've had rain. This ground is incredibly hard. So they're all kind of sticking up. Hopefully I don't trip over one of them. caveman, and they use rock. Find rock, rock good. Rock beats steak into ground. Unbelievably hard ground. This site was like an afterthought. It's a cut through for the electric lines. So there's a gully. I've got a bear box down there, a fire pit, picnic table here, and then the tent is way up here on the hill on a pad. And then I don't even have a driveway. I just have a little pull off where the pavement's a little wider. If I was in a truck, I'd be off on the dirt. It just doesn't seem like it was a planned campsite. It's like they squeezed an extra one in here, whereas all the other campsites actually go back into the woods and they look nice. I'm also right across from the bathroom, so probably gonna be a light. Oh well, I got the tent set up. I got my lights strung up around the campsite, which you can't really see right now. And I got the sleeping pad and the sleeping bag all ready to go. Now we're gonna go off and explore the canyon. We are about to hop onto the North Rim Drive into the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. This will put us back out right into our campground for the evening. It's one way only and very scenic, and we will end up at the Canyon Falls. So there are lots of pull-offs along the way to take a look at the lower falls. What I believe we're headed to now are the upper falls, but I'm not entirely sure. We're headed to a point called Inspiration Point. Sounds pretty good to me. Sounds like it should be some good photographs. All these little rides and drives in Yellowstone are very pretty. They're not super banked or anything like if you're taking a motorcycle journey. It's not like you're going to rip on these roads, especially if you're out here middle of the day or evening with all the traffic. Early morning you could go a little faster. But it is nice just to ride these tiny one-way roads through the trees. It smells good with all the pine trees. Glacial boulder. Wow. Look at that boulder. That is a nice boulder. And bonus points to whoever gets that reference. Oh, we got a one-way loop here. Yes. Oh, and there's lots of parking spaces. For once. Well, I say lots. There's a few. Which is more than usual. I am currently sitting in my tent to eat dinner because the bugs were eating me alive out there. So I'm in here and zipped up the mesh. Anyway, both of these are very good. The Forever Young mac and cheese is kind of the same thing like the Backpacker's Pantry. Not very flavorful. The vegetables are nice, but it doesn't taste like real mac and cheese. So I haven't found one yet on mac and cheese. But the broccoli cheddar rice, exceedingly good. And in case you want more flavor in your meal, Ketchup packets are the key. Also, this is a salt and pepper shaker from GSI. Got it from REI. Just make sure if you're eating in your tent in bear country, you do not make a mess. I am being exceedingly careful not to spill anything in my tent. I do not want a midnight visit from a bear. Good morning from the Canyon Campground. Broke camp a little bit late this morning. I've just slept so good these past 2 nights camping. Better than in the hotel. We are headed north back up to Mammoth Hot Springs. And then we will turn northeast and go out the northeast gate up to Highway 212, also known as the Beartooth Highway. We're going to go through the Lamar Valley going this direction. I was told there's a herd of over 1,000 bison up there. And also on this part of the Grand Loop that I'm about to do right now, back over Mount Washburn, the reverse of what we did yesterday, I was told to expect some bear up here this morning. So I'm very excited. I got the GoPros all charged. I'm ready. I want to see some wildlife. I've seen wildlife in every park so far that I've been to on this trip, except Yellowstone. I take it back. I saw a squirrel. Okay, I've seen a squirrel in Yellowstone. That's it. It's just not quite what I was expecting. Hopefully that will change here very, very soon. It's a beautiful morning up here, riding up on the Grand Loop on the northeast side. You can already smell the sulfur rising up from down below in the valleys from the hot springs. If we're going to see wildlife, this is it. This is where they have a lot of wolves, a lot of bison, occasionally some bear from what I've heard, but I've been in here for about 2 minutes so far, and maybe I'm just being impatient, but I've seen nothing yet. A lot of rocks that look like bison in the distance, and you get excited, and then, nothing. There we go, our first bison of Yellowstone. Out for his morning graze. First one of the day. Okay, I'm feeling better. There's potential here. We're crossing the Lamar River. Up to my left there, another little bison. Everybody's slowing down significantly up here. So this is when we play the game called Animal or Idiot. Is there just an idiot on the road? Oh, hey, it's a bison walking down the road. Brother needs to learn to use a crosswalk. Good morning, buddy. How are you doing? Oh, they're so cool looking. There's your bison herd. They said there were over 1,000 of them up here, so right there alone I see several hundred. There's probably more, probably including all the ones we've passed that are kind of spread out. Aw, there's some right next to the road. There we go. Alright, I'm feeling better about today. We finally saw what we came here to see. Bison. Although I've been closer to them in Grand Canyon, but I will take it. That's a lot of them. What we need is for them to, cross the road right in front of us. That would make the great thumbnail. I can dream. Hi, buddy. What you doing? Good morning. Good morning, friend. How are you today? Okay, I'm happy now. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Well, hi there. Good morning. May I continue? No? Okay. Whew! Whew, they stink. Oh, they do not smell good. Whew. Bison burgers smell much better. Whew. That was nasty. No respect for the Indian. There's still some bad blood there between the bison and the Indian, apparently. Wow, they smell bad. Never thought about that, but wow. Wow, look at them all. Hundreds more. They're everywhere. So many belts and wallets and burgers just waiting to be made. Valley, or well, we might still be in part of it, but we're headed back up into the hills now. That's what it feels like. And this area just feels like we're getting more and more wild and rugged the further we go. The whole park is wild, but I don't know, something feels different as we're getting into this northeast corner, headed up towards Montana and the Beartooth Highway. It just feels like you're going out into the wilderness a little bit deeper. Well, that was cool right as we enter Montana. One more bison for the road, or on the road. Either way. Just a little bit left here in beautiful Yellowstone National Park. I've got to come back here. It's worth coming and exploring for at least a week to see every road, every inch of the park. Could probably do a week of backpacking in the high country as well. That would be awesome. What an absolutely spectacular creation this is. Over 60 hours on the road, crossing America on Route 66 and seeing national parks has finally led all the way to Yellowstone. 3 days was not nearly long enough, but on my next adventure, we're going to be heading up into the Beartooth Highway in Montana. From there, we continue back into Wyoming to Devil's Tower and Sturgis. So stick around for the next episode of Crossing America on the Indian Chieftain Dark Horse.